Well, good morning and welcome. Today we're coming to you from beautiful Lindell Beach in Cultus Lake in beautiful British Columbia. My friend Brad has graciously agreed to take me on a round-trip tour of the lake. He's going to show me lots of inlets, beaches, and give sort of a running commentary on what there is to see and do here in Cultus Lake, British Columbia. So tighten up your seatbelts, join along. Thanks for coming to the channel. And now what today? I hope you enjoy the ride. You're on candid camera. Yes. Say hello to YouTube, Bradley.
Hello. Here we are.
We're in beautiful Cultus Lake. It's a Thursday. Who cares what the poor folk are doing? We're playing. What's the name of this beach coming up, Brad? Maple Bay Public Recreational Area. We just came off of Lindell Beach, Cultus Lake. There we go. Government group campsite?
Yes, there's this whole end here, there's this little peninsula here, and it's split in half, and you can come as a group. It's got its own cook shack.
Nice.
All its own washrooms, and it's got positions for about a dozen campsites.
Does somebody have to apply for that to the government?
You have to book it, yeah.
Okay.
See, somebody looks like somebody's going to do a wedding.
Looks like a family affair.
This is a real. Look at dressed up, got a suit on up there. I'll bet it's a wedding. And we come by and like right to here, right, and the bride will be right there. And
oh, nice.
You know.
What's that called? What's that area called?
This is called it's called Honeymoon Bay.
Okay.
Campsite. The other side.
This is still the same campground on the other side of Honeymoon Bay?
This is the other side. So there's two groups. You can rent the whole thing if you want, or you can, oh look, this is where the wedding's going to be. So they probably rented the whole thing.
So there you go, folks, setting up for a wedding at Honeymoon Bay, Cultus Lake. Have a look at this.
So you can have like 30 guests and campers and tents, and they got positions, as I say, like campsites, positions for tents and campers
and guess what? This is where we live. Be jealous, it's okay.
Got some really neat campsites. That's a double right there, which is very, very cool. You get two families in one site.
So Delta Grove right on the lake.
This you'll see campsites all the way around. You'll see the picnic tables. See the
beautiful
fire pit, picnic table.
Not every day you get a guided tour of Cultus Lake, you know, folks, so be happy to see this.
It's really too bad because you would think that they should clean the trees back, right? So that, because the people inside, it's just shade the whole time. And you would think that they would trim these up so that the views came back.
you don't have to go in very far, and it's pretty dark, right?
Yeah.
That's just a boat launch, right, Brad?
Yeah.
3 boat launch, guys. What are we looking at there?
Entrance Bay Public Recreation Area.
Entrance Bay Public Recreation Area. I don't know if you can hear Brad in the noise, so I'm sort of repeating things. There's your lakefront hacienda.
Series, like Snake River or something like that. Snake River.
So they're shooting a movie series here. They were here last week, you said? Last month?
Yeah, they did one of the episodes shot here. And it was full on. This was all tents and campers and all the equipment, cameras, and it was full on. The real deal.
Brad, you told me a story about these, about the developer.
Yeah, a friend that lives in Lindell Beach, he built it. And apparently there's still some available.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Beautiful spot.
Starting at $1 million for the first floor and then going up from there.
Whoa. So top floor penthouse is probably $3 million?
I don't know if they're 3. I know they're all pretty close to 2.
Welcome to BC prices.
On the lake like that.
That's the only house on the lake that's an individually owned house? Single lot?
Well, that is right this close to the shore.
Wow.
Built 70 years ago.
How long ago?
70.
70 years ago that was built. Look at it, it's beautiful. Somebody's kept it fantastic. Isn't that just about as nice as it gets? Not a bad summer home, right, Brad?
Yeah.
Take a guess, how much?
It's for sure a couple.
For sure 2 million. Might be a little more, you never know. What a beautiful spot in paradise. Somebody heading out for a little fishing. Tenting right on the beach.
So the reason why it's still raw, look at the trees. Like, those are 100-year-old trees.
I had my camera turned off, Brad. Could you tell me again, this is all you said indigenous land?
Yes, leased by a campsite company, and that's the reason why it's still natural.
Thank you, indigenous people, for not letting this be developed. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you there, Brad.
That's the reason. So much of the land around here is natural because indigenous want natural.
Okay, so this is lease land. This is what it looks like when you can lease it. It gets far, far.
All of this is.
Wow.
All these houses, all this is leased.
It's all lease land here.
So when you buy a place, you're buying on a lease.
So
All these are $1.5 million all the way down to waterfront.
So at the end of 50 years or 100 years, thank you very much, you don't own it.
Well, apparently they're really good about it. They're you don't ever have to worry because you're paying monthly. You're
Okay.
paying a lease amount, right?
Okay.
So they could take the house back at some point, right? And then what? Sell it or
Yep.
the more you can sell your house for. But look at how close they are. You know, this is why I didn't buy here. Because you got a public sidewalk in the front.
Yeah, they're just about 5 or 10 feet apart, aren't they?
Well, or less. Some of them are like 5 feet. I think the most is 6 feet.
Wow. And this just goes,
Look at these.
if you get this, I'm turning towards what we're coming up to. And it just keeps going and going.
Every one of these boys will have a boat on it.
Brad was just saying, I don't know if you can hear because of the motor. Every one of these buoys you see in front of us, and there's hundreds and hundreds of them, they'll all have a boat attached to them in the summer. So what you see ahead of us, you see how developed it is. That's what happens when it's private property. They just slam more and more places on it. So I don't know what the answer is, lease or private, but I know that it's far less impactful on the lake and the environment when it's done as a lease. So those are all private homes. What'd you say they're worth, Brad?
The average is about 2.5.
$2.5 to $3 million for all of those. This is called Main Beach. This is why we hang around Lindell Beach. There isn't all the people. Now, just so you know, I don't know what some of these people are doing in the water. Me coming up from Mexico, this is too cold for me, but it's about 16 degrees out today, so the water isn't much warmer. 16 degrees Celsius, that's about, what is that, 60, 65 degrees. No thanks, I'd freeze parts of myself. So this that we're coming up to is a private campsite. It's gated. You can't just drive into it. Government owned, so you got to rent it from the government.
Parks BC phone, you can reserve it.
Ah, reserve it on Parks BC. Okay, perfect. Good thing to know. And this will camp, you said, Bradley, about 22, 24 units?
Yeah, like it's full.
Okay. Can you tell me something? You're staying there, it's a government campsite, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Is it a government campsite?
Provincial government? And
Yes.
do you mind telling me what do they charge you per night to stay there?
We aren't the ones who organized it.
Okay. Are you having a family reunion or something?
Just a bunch of friends getting together.
Well, I hope you have a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time today. This is going to be on YouTube. The channel's called And Now What?
It's that camp over there and then over on this side.
Here's the other half of that same campground. I don't know if you can hear Brad in the background there, but
It's the day beach.
this is the day beach. Okay. So this is not for like overnight camping here.
You can only get here by boat.
You can only get by boat. Okay.
And you're just allowed to stay during the day.
You're going to be semi-famous.
Okay.
What are we coming up to? What beach, Brad?
This is Lindell Beach.
Oh, we're coming up to Lindell Beach. So if you look, folks, behind there on the mountains, you can see all that clear-cut logging. That is actually the United States. So that's how close Lindell Beach is to the United States. And we're heading in now. So I just want to thank you for watching the channel. And now what? Please like, share, and subscribe should you feel so inclined. And thanks for your time today. And playtime is over.